A loss could see the Eels slump to last. That would be ominous. An abbreviated round of club football underway, but a pivotal night in the season of the home team in particular. Whittamoo Greg promoted to the starting team in just his second appearance of 2024. And Bryce Cartwright out to the 20. Now Joe Off-Hangawe driven back in some strong defence with Brayley driving down low. Here comes Regan Campbell-Gillard, one of 4 former New South Wales players in this Parramatta lineup. And now Gutherson, his first involvement is effective. He's out near the halfway. He's stopped by Tommy Hazelton. And here's the first Moses bomb, if you like, of the evening. And it's pinpoint again, taken by Kennedy right on his goal line. And there's the immediate difference. Parramatta being able to kick long and have Cronulla pinned down their own. And Andrew Johns and Phil Gould join me in commentary this evening. Hello, gentlemen.
Well, those last 2 plays. Firstly, you saw Gutherson fight for every metre. 15-metre run, then Moses, 55-metre, brings it down a half metre from the try line. That's what they've missed.
It was an extraordinary kick, wasn't it? I mean, just his own side of halfway, and he actually brought it down inches inside the try line. Mulatalo, here's one who fights for his yards as well. A lot of people predicting improvement tonight from Parramatta, and I've been saying for weeks they'll be better when Moses gets back, but the other players too haven't been playing well for 80 minutes every week, where this Shark side mainly has been.
So the try-scoring whiz Tommy Hazelton dumped into the turf outside his 30. Atkinson for the hard-running Nikora. Stopped by Off-Hangawe. Brayley, Hazelton, now Williams. He's wearing Cam McInnes' number 13. In his absence leaves a big hole in Cronulla's defence. Here's the skipper tonight, Teague Wilton, at 24 years of age, has the chance to lead this club. A scurry from dummy half will yield 6 more tackles. And now Wilton. This is an early examination for Parramatta's goal line resolve. A run by Jack Williams. He nearly fell down on the line, right underneath the sticks, attacking the northern end of Combank. Atkinson. Here's Katoa. Nicely marked by Sevo. Played to Kennedy. Atkinson for the former Parramatta player Oregon Corfusi. 6 metres away. Right-hand side of the ground. Atkinson rolls it through. Gutherson, he's bobbled.
Hey, good defence from the Eels. A tackle 5 penalty right on their line really put them to the test there. And now on tackle 5, a little bobble from Gutherson gives the Sharks another repeat set.
There was a defensive decision, is the drop, by Micah Sevo. He's been caught out a few times where he jams really hard, but that time he went to jam and held and then slid. It was a great decision defensively. So just keep an eye on that side. It looks like they've done some work. They've changed their defensive patterns.
Braden Trindle for Kale Irol. Wrapped up inside the 10. This is a 3rd successive set for Cronulla. Brayley across to Hazelton. Good tackle. And Brendan Hands. And Corfusi running hard into his old teammates. His last game in Parramatta colours was the 2022 grand final. 2 metres short. Spiral pass, Trindle. Numbers over this side, and the 100-gamer is the first try scorer. Sione Katoa.
Well, that time he had to jam and he just hesitated, Micah Sevo. Here's the earlier one where they went to the same side. This was the previous set. It was pretty much same sort of formation. They go there, Harvey Norman replay. Look, he goes to jam, then pulls back. And then is passive and waits for everyone to come across and slide and help him. But this time, he jams, but is half a yard off it. He had to go all in. I don't know whether they've changed their defensive pattern on that side, but on that time he needed to go hard. And Katoa, not a hand laid on him.
Yeah, I think the Sharks learnt from the first investigation. Probably the first set was a little slower. This time it was really quick through the hands, and Makasiva just panicked a little. Felt he low, he had to come in and close it down. They're deadly, these Sharks players, when they get close range. So athletic out wide. And the halves did a good job there. Just a little bit quicker this time. Bang. Bradley Fittler.
Yeah, they had nice decoy runners as well. They all did their job. They went through. They didn't hold any Parramatta players up. And the pass from Daniel Atkinson. You got big Makasiva coming in, held his nerve, nice and balanced, controlled, put out the front of Sione Katoa. His dad, Izzy, was there at training yesterday and presented him with his jersey. They said it was quite a memorable moment.
Braden Trindle doing the goal kicking from out wide across the face.
What also happened, Bryce on the tackle before wasn't square, so let's stay behind, guys. Hey Dylan, just keep holding on that 10 metres. Not early, guys.
I'm sure that first try for Sione Katoa will quell any apprehension after a error-laden performance against the Panthers last week. He was peppered by a lot of high kicks, particularly off the boot of Jerome Luai. Cocked up a couple in the first half, which probably reflected Cronulla's uncharacteristic performance from the outset.
Well, you trace that try back to the soft penalty for the high tackle on Mulatalo, and then the 6 to go on the last play. It's all right to have your superstars back, but your discipline has to be first class.
Nice night for footy, Brad Fittler.
Oh, it's absolutely beautiful. I've got to say this is the warmest evening, I reckon, for the last month of football we've had. There's a little bit of dew on top of the grass, as typical with Combank Stadium. Now, as you notice with Mitch Moses' last kick, there's a bit of a breeze behind the Parramatta side, so I think you'll see a little bit of an adjustment next time he kicks.
Thank you, Brad. Here's Gutho in game number 199, scheduled to bring up the double century against Canterbury on Monday a week. It's the King's birthday long weekend game.
Wally Lewis's birthday.
Yeah. Only appropriate that we have a public holiday for the King, particularly around Orange. Now Brown back into the number 6 jumper. Pass to Russell, who was tackled heavily by Ramian. Brown kicks high. Moses sprinting after it. Put pressure on the fullback. Sebo knocked it ahead and couldn't regain.
Knock on. And over, last tackle. It's all right. He nearly got the ball. He nearly got the ball.
Good energy by Moses to pursue that high kick off the boot of his halves partner.
Well, good decision too from the referee. You could hear him saying he was competing for the ball. He nearly got the ball. They were feeling for a disruptor, the Sharks players.
So here's Jack Williams. And there's a brave charge by the smaller man, the 5'8" Atkinson. Belting upfield, kick from near 40 by Brayley, only tackled 3. Gutherson has to trek back to get it, and he's confronted by an excellent kick chase. And Jesse Ramian playing his 50th consecutive match for Cronulla tonight, leading the kick chase. And now Simonson propels a pass to Moses. And Penasini playing it in sloppy fashion. Oh, he was crowded and got a penalty.
Moses should find touch inside the Sharks half here, so we'll see Moses and Gutherson with their first opportunity to play some attacking football. Been a long time out for Mitchell.
It was remiss of me as well to not mention that the clubs are competing for the Johnny Manor Cup. Again this evening in memory of the former Sharks and Parramatta forward who passed away back in 2013 from Hodgkin's lymphoma. The Sharks, current holders of the Johnny Manor Cup following their victory in round 2 last year. So brother Tim earlier. I'm sure it's an emotional night for the family. Regan Campbell Gillard. A barnstorming run within a couple of metres of Cronulla's line. Brendan Hands, Mitchell Moses, out the back to Penasini. The F1 defender behind, and another one, and scores the try.
He's such a strong ball runner. He's evasive, he can make you miss, but he's also powerful. He does this a lot from close range. Loves centres who make people miss. He does this all on his own. Harvey Norman replay. He just gets it early, takes his man on, beats him, bang on the outside, bang, pushes through another tackle, collides and steps into one motion, and that's just strength and an ability to make people miss. Good try.
Back in the lineup after missing last week's game against South Sydney because of illness. And he's on the board, and that pleases the Parramatta fans on the Yui fan cam. Yes, Brad?
Well, one of the goals of Parramatta at the start of the season was to keep this stadium full every game. Now, it's not full tonight, but I've got to tell you, it's loud. It's just a wonderful stadium. It doesn't matter whether there's 5,000 or 30,000. It gives you an awesome atmosphere, and when Will Penasini busts through this tackle, every one of them were up on their feet and vocal. It's a wonderful atmosphere. Not a great crowd, but still a nice place to play a game of footy tonight.
Well, if they can drag the result here tonight, Parramatta, there'll be more cause for the fans to come out in numbers. Moses from touch grazes the post, no goal.
Respond to that vocab. Yeah, if you pull out, then I'll see it.
The game he missed last week.
Stay
Will
behind,
Penasini,
guys.
the first game he'd missed after a run of 64 appearances in a row. Very durable.
Stay behind.
And still very young, early 20s. 4 points each. Gutherson sends Woodamul Greg on the carry back. Played against Canberra back in round 8. Hasn't been seen in the NRL since then until this evening. The former Cowboy. Now Cartwright. Not Van Gowe. Determined run. Halted by Brayley. And now Campbell Gillard. Out to the 40. Powerful set this. Gutherson tackled strongly though. Nikora along with Williams. Another up and under by Moses. There's pressure bearing down on Kennedy, who took it rather than evaded the first attempt at tackle.
Isn't it amazing? The halfback comes back and all of a sudden everyone runs harder and chases harder. What's that got to do with the halfback being back?
Well, when he's out, when that dominant halfback's out,
Uh-oh.
there's an error. I think other players worry more about their game and they go outside their lane. When he's back, they just have to concentrate on their job and not overthink it.
It's just a different look, isn't it?
Totally different.
Some intensity about their defence tonight also, which has been sadly lacking over the last month at least, if not a bit longer. Sivo. Yes, Brad?
I think they also understand just that quality of the end of sets. Just watching that kick in the air, how much time they get down there. All of a sudden, the Sharks are in a bit more dangerous position, and tackle 2 already. They're now over the halfway, and their next kick should be an attacking one. It'll be interesting. This will be his first attacking kick of the game.
On the flip side, Cronulla missing there. Commander-in-Chief Nico Hines with Origin representation tonight. So 1-7 returns and 1-7 misses this game. Clipped, well, grazed high by Williams.
Let's go.
Wouldn't have knocked the mozzie off his chin. Here's Greg. It's a good determined bullocking run to start the set. Moses centre field. Brown working in, Gutherson joining in, Russell Sevo. A training run results in back-to-back tries for Parramatta, and that's his 12th in his last 8 games.
It was slick. Once again, catch and pass, ball out in front, players moving. Harvey Norman replay. Quick ball, ball in front, catch, pass. It was a training gallop.
Well, 7, 6 and 1 all combine in this play. 7 to 6 to 1, and that ignites the outside backs, and it just outnumbered the Sharks, who right at the moment look a little bit like they did early last week against the Panthers, a little bit shell-shocked when the opposition have the ball.
The last 5 or 10 years we've seen the emergence of the locks ball playing like a halfback. Do you think that's going out of the game now?
Well, I think defences are getting better, so you've got to keep looking for ways to do it. But I've always been a fan of 7, 6 and 1 playing together, as you know. I think in some teams that have tried to manufacture a lock forward to be a ball player, it's just slowed things down. If you haven't got one, then let your halves do the work. But that was just beautiful. They outnumbered them so comfortably there. 7, 6, 1. Playmaker to playmaker to playmaker. Throw in the dummy half. There's your spine. You just put the winger away. Beautiful footy.
It's a different looking Parramatta outfit. Moses from way out wide. Great kick. Power in front. Wouldn't be a game at Combank without a Micah Sevo try. That's 97 for his career. Only 3 Parramatta players have scored 100 or more. He's looking to join an elite group. And on current try scoring form, it shouldn't be too far away.
Who are they?
Luke Burt, Jared Hayne and Brett Kenny. Thanks for asking. Here's Cartwright.
Jeez, I thought Eric Gross Sr. would have scored 100.
Take it up and go to Middleton. Look at this possession.
Yeah, they've had 6 of the last 7 sets. And Sharks only possession when they're bringing the ball right off their own line. So a nice little run here from the home side.
Kennedy catching it almost on the same patch of turf where he's taken the previous couple, and Cartwright with a great kick chase. Down to Brad.
It's like he copy and paste that kick.
Yeah.
Every time. It is just perfect. He gets up on the line, no one can get to him. He just nails it every time. You can really see the confidence in the Parramatta team now. Mitchell's there, and on the other side, no Nico Hines. You can just see a little bit of lack of direction, especially in this pressure part of the game. He's been really good at continuing to play footy against the opposition. I heard today he got through a couple of shuttle runs, and the warm-up didn't complete the session with the New South Wales Blues, but getting better as the week goes.
Well, there's an interesting retort by Trindle. It was nicely struck, but Gutherson covers the turf efficiently. Dummies to Sevo, and can't get past The tackle of Ramian back to his 20.
I guess we're all interested in how mentally the Sharks come up after that shellacking last week. I mean, 42-0 at home by the Panthers. It's not losing that surprises you, it's the margin and how easily it was done. And mentally, what's that done to them?
Polar on the field now. Parramatta playing offload football, even without Jermaine Hopgood, the leading offloader in the competition. Out to Tuilagi, he keeps it alive. And Gutherson there. Is this the same team that's barely been able to get out of its own way for the last 6 weeks? Moses now, dummying, accelerating, tackled by Trindle. The punters thought it was high, the referee didn't.
Confidence. I don't know where it goes and how you get it back, but you can see it's back.
Moses. A kick for his outside men to potentially attack, but Kennedy very safe.
Look out.
Oh, hang on, he's been dragged to the railway station.
This is just men against boys at the moment.
Is that Bailey Simonson?
Yeah. He's aggressive. I like him.
Watch how he gets hold of Kennedy. But watch how he uses his hips. He uses his hips to get him up and get him off the ground. Look, he grabs him, but then uses his hips. He gets his hips in tight and lifting him up. Throws him into the grandstand. Great technique. A little Penasuni in there.
Well, I think we know what's going to happen here.
Offload, Brendan Hands. Oh, that wasn't part of the plan. That wasn't Gus's vision.
I didn't see that coming. But if he catches it, he nearly scores. Look at the Sharks in a bunch here.
Hitting with real sting. Yes, Brad.
I think the coach is going to go to his bench soon. Toby Rudolph, Braden Hamill-Newelly, Royce Hunt, Sifa Talakai, they're all up warming up. They look like they're ready to go.
It is the biggest bench in the comp. That is a monstrous interchange bench.
Plenty of impact here.
They're not kidding.
That'd be all over 115 kilos, wouldn't they, Freddie?
Oh, Sifa wouldn't be. The other lads would be. Sifa would be about 105, I reckon.
Is that all? Gutherson on the 20. Just bear in mind, too, that the McInnes factor, he locks up their middle, to borrow a rugby league terminology. He makes 45 tackles a game. That's not easy to replace. And now Brendan Hands, he starts in that number 9 jumper for the first time this year. Just shy of the halfway. Gutherson for Brown. At his best when he's running, and he does so on that occasion. Tackled by his opposing number 6. It goes across to Polor. And Cartwright runs into Trindle. Now Moses, he can run, he goes through the hands. It comes to Simonson. He kicks over the top, and the ball bounces for them. Kennedy's right there. And the return is quite spectacular, and Polo drags him down from behind.
Bailey Simonson was in the grandstand when he kicked that. Got a magical bounce, it looked, but picked up quickly by Kennedy. What's this? Heading out over the sideline, managed to get his foot to the ball pretty accurately too.
I think everyone thought that was going to bounce over the back. A bit of luck, maybe turning in favour of the home team. If indeed you don't make your own luck. Kennedy. Swept to the ground by Tuilagi. Atkinson. He's asking the question to Gutherson. Ramian, oh, he got a hand on it. It's knocked on. It bounced down for Trindle. But Ashley Klein said it was knocked forward.
We're doing this.
Back of that great run from Will Kennedy. And he gets some field position. Just a good set like that from Cronulla can turn that momentum. It's a run.
She's run hard tonight, Campbell Gillard. Long pass to Moses. Gutherson sweeping around the back. They lost their last 10 matches where Clint Gutherson has not appeared. 10 matches. So much focus on Moses being missing, but those numbers say Gutherson is the anchor for this team. Brown's going to run it to Alungi. Away to Russell. Now to Sebo. Sebo down the sideline. He absolutely demolishes Kennedy on his way to try number 2.
As he got the ball there, I thought to myself, well, good luck. A head of steam in full stride. Will Kennedy bravely puts his body in front of him, but I think there was only going to be one result here. Harvey Norman replay. Again, the ball will come out to the left. Beautiful hands. Last play, they run the ball. What's this? Kennedy's thinking, well, here I go. Bang. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. What a beast.
I reckon fullbacks have nightmares, and the boogeyman is Micah Sevo. We saw him. He did this to James Tedesco a couple of years ago. Was it last year? It was here, and just poor old Teddy, he went flying. And William Kennedy, he's not the first, and he won't be the last. How do you stop that?
I reckon Will Kennedy's coming across there and thought to himself, you know what, I'm just on a bashing to nothing here. Bradley Fittler.
Yeah, it was on the back of a Sean Lane play the ball. Sean Lane's been put in the middle of the field. Doesn't normally play. He's normally a left-back rower. I feel like he hasn't quite found his balance over on that side, so it's a nice way to get your head back in the game, get in the middle, get your runs up, get your tackles up. 2 beautiful passes. They got to the edge very easily then, Parramatta. Very easy.
That last play, it's always on to run the ball, especially from the middle of the field, because the winger's back.
Oh, what a shot that is.
And you only have 4 defenders, which means the defensive centre, he sits back. And that was too easy.
The only thing that's going to stop Sevo from there is a tranquiliser gun. Moses with another spectacular sideline conversion.
Stay behind, guys.
.98 for Micah Sevo now in his career. He couldn't get to the 100 tonight.
Stay behind.
Holdor rampaging back. Cartwright jolted in that tackle up top. Australia's greatest sporting rivalry is just around the corner now with Ampol State of Origin Game 1 kicking off Wednesday coming June 5 at Accor Stadium in Sydney. Limited tickets are still remaining, but you've got to be quick because there's very few chances left to be there live. Get your seats at nrl.com/ticketor. You can catch it exclusively live and free on 9 and 9 now. Brown testing Kennedy at the back. And Russell with a great kick chase.
It's just clinical. It's absolutely clinical. 5 up, kick to the corner, trap them deep, make them work off their line, get the ball in better field position and punish them.
I reckon this is the first time Ronaldo Mulitado's touched the ball.
Well, they look bedraggled, the Sharks. There's no shape to what they're doing. They're walking around, some of them with hands on hips, hoping that someone comes up with a good run.
They are not going anywhere of significance. Ball played shy of the 30 and Trindle tried the top, but was a missed kick. And look at Guther. He's powering back inside Cronulla's half to start this fresh set.
Well, every Parramatta player is pushing each other out of the way to have a run. Everyone wants the ball.
Oh, Tuolungi Miles Atkinson.
Wow.
They all want the ball.
Now Campbell Gillard is met by Rudolph. Back from another injury and forced absence. Brown centre field, Moses second receiver, Gutherson underneath. Well read by Brayley. See, another try is problematic for the Sharkies. Brendan Hands, Junior Polaw. And Tuolangi off Brown once again. Atkinson knows what's coming. It's a matter of stopping it, and that's the hulking frame of Kelma Tuolangi out on that left-hand edge. Moses with the run. And, well, he was offside, in fact. Good desperation.
Yeah.
So 27 minutes in, Talakai's on. Is that their third interchange? I'll have to go to Freddie for that. Whether it's a second. Toby Rudolph is on.
That's two interchanges.
Just his 7th appearance of 2024. Rudolph tried to play that quickly. They were all appealing for a penalty.
Referee said he planted the ball.
Right. Well, Talakai with a damaging run. Played to Brayley. Trindle across the ground. Wilton underneath. Great tackle. One-on-one by Lane. And now a dummy and run by Williams. Who's there? He got it around the corner. Rudolph, good catch.
Toby. Get him in first slip. What a take that was.
Trindle takes it flat. Kennedy from the back. They've numbered up. What's the last tackle? Someone forgot to kick it.
Well, his outside men didn't know they were running the ball. They were in front.
Both feet, guys.
They decided to run the ball in the last. Kennedy comes around, and the outside men, Iro and Muatoa, they're thinking the kick's on. There's no communication.
It's got to be concerned. Deterioration in the Sharks' defence, which at the start of last week was the best in the competition. They conceded 42 against Penrith, and they've conceded 16, not even half an hour into night.
Well, even the Roosters game they won at Magic Round, they conceded 30, didn't they?
Yes, that was a shootout, wasn't it?
38-30 was a very high-scoring game, and 42 last week.
Yeah. Great ball movement again. Tennessee kept it alive. Moses has been right in the thick of everything tonight. Now Cartwright.
The offloads are incredible.
And now Makatoa plays it on the 30. Moses right on the advantage line. A quick kick for Gutherson. Oh, that was clever.
Well, Kennedy, he's down in back play. There's a big collision. The fullback's hobbling away. He was really brave coming forward at the ball.
He is super brave.
They've just got to hang in here, the Sharks. Somehow they've got to be next to score, but right at the moment, there's not much positive going their way.
They need a penalty.
Not a big time.
Yeah. Their petrol tanks are empty, especially their big men. Possession's fairly even. It's just the ball movement and the late offloads of the Eels. Already 10 offloads.
That's
Only
a good
two.
kick by Trindle.
Only 2 offloads from Cronulla.
Bisects the gap between fullback and winger. Went right down to the goal line. Picked up by Simonson. He's still able to get back to the 20. It's as far down the field as the Sharks have been in quite a while. Now Will Penasiti. Yes, Brad?
But when Braden Trindle kicked that ball, he was actually next to Daniel Atkinson. So over on that far right-hand side of the field, sort of tells you they're not working together at the moment. They're not complementing each other.
Tuolangi, another offload. They are a team that when they're at their best, they're confident with this second phase football, and it's really working for them tonight. Hands Polor. We know how proficient he is with keeping the ball alive. There you go, left-handed pass. It was a beauty. Hands nearly scampers into the open field, but he's dropped down. Moses can run forever before he kicks into the corner. Kennedy getting across, bounces up beautifully, and he's kept it in the field of play by about a millimetre.
Will Tennessini, is it, or Simonson? He's re-injured the right knee, heavily strapped.
Will Kennedy's going to need to sleep in an ice bath tonight, because every time he catches the ball, he gets belted. He's just been poleaxed by Maker Sevo on the other side of the field in defence. He's getting absolutely hammered physically, Bradley Fittler.
Well, Trent Barrett's got cover on the backs for any outside backs of the Eels. Blake's Talangi. He's been killing it in every position.
Another good kick into open space from Trindle. And he's sprinting after his own kick, but he's pretty much one out here. And he makes the tackle. That's a good play.
Yeah, that's tough play. That's a way to embarrass your forwards.
See, Toby Rudolph, who's played little football this year, looks a bit gassed at the moment. He's there to help Cale Iro with that tackle. 16-4. Parramatta desperately searching.
Since that last try, there's been so much ball in play. Both teams. Eels are completing 14 of 16, and the Sharks are 14 from 15. So there's been many stoppages. A lot of ball in play this first half. There it is there. Last stoppage. Getting up to around 4.5 minutes.
Kennedy. Look at that. What a run. He's been battered from pillar to post, and he's still got the pace to get on the outside. Mulatalo. Kennedy's there in support. Ronaldo. How good is that from Mulatalo? And Kennedy started it, and he finishes it. Spectacular from the Sharkies.
Well, that's a candidate for try of the season. Will Kennedy has been bashed all night. Every time he's going to catch the ball, there are people climbing all over him and ready to give it to him. This is the first time he's had a little bit of room to move when he catches the high kick. And he does brilliantly to link up. The big kick from Moses, Harvey Norman replay, the chase not as effective this time. Now Kennedy's got some room. Mulatalo really doesn't do well to get into position. Now he realises Kennedy's on the move. Gets it to Mulatalo. Shows great footwork here in the backfield. Steps inside, pulls away from another tackle. Then dummies and gets back inside again. And Will Kennedy, who's run from his own goal line, backs off on the inside. That is a marvellous try.
Well, you talk about tough. This is as tough as it comes. He's been in a Dodgem car all first half, getting smashed. And then gets some space. Beautiful play by the outside backs. But wind it back to the previous set. Braden Trindle, take a bow. This is your try along with Will Kennedy. Oh. The early kick and chase down. Yeah. That got him field position. And then Will Kennedy, he lays it on.
Try against the run of play. Parramatta all over the Sharks, and they go 90 metres to make it a 6-point gap.
Stay behind.
Well, the turning point of this game could be the Trindle kick and kick chase.
Well, the other thing, Andrew, is that Parramatta, through this run of outs, have had some terrible, terrible second halves. Their second halves have been atrocious. I think they've probably conceded more than double what they've scored in that period. And whilst they've had a scintillating first 30 minutes, you know, they've still got to prove they can go the distance. Mitchell Moses can't carry in the whole 80 minutes. So they've got to prove they can do that themselves. And that try to the Sharks just might give them some oxygen and a little bit of belief. Interesting second half coming up.
And this a powerful bench from the Sharks too. Could be very influential. Certainly Talakai's had an impact. Rudolph with an offload. Brayley on the back up. You saw the start of this set courtesy of this man, Royce Hunt. There couldn't be too many bigger blokes in the game than him. Imagine him and Nelson having a mud wrestle. They go left, Trindle, and now Wilton.
It's never really crossed my mind, I've got to be honest.
Mud wrestle. That's something I'd love to watch.
Yes, that's right.
That's late night TV, kids.
You buy season ticket. Danica, some news?
Yes, for the Parramatta Eels, Bryce Cartwright, he's gone off for a head injury assessment, so we'll likely find out during the halftime break whether he's passed it or failed it.
Three and a half to go. Oh!
What
Boom!
about that? Regan Campbell-Gillard, he just did a backflip. Was that Royce Hunt hit him?
Yeah.
Watch his legs.
Royce has had 2 runs where he's run for 20 metres and he's sent Regan Campbell-Gillard base over apex.
Well, these two mud wrestling.
Bang!
Have a look at that.
Royce has got mud wrestling written all over him.
Mud wrestling on stand. I might be able to come up with an idea here.
How do you copyright something? Offload to Brayley.
NRL mud wrestling.
Yeah,
Okay. Taking notes.
you can call it.
It's a 40-20 chance. Gutherson's got it.
How do you call mud wrestling?
Carefully.
Might be a way to get Rabs back. Rabs, you watching?
Rabs likes his mud baths for the complexion. Often go around, you've got some mud on his face. Mud masks.
He'll sue you if you're not careful. 2 minutes left in this half.
This has been a high quality half.
It's been fast. Tuolangi's gone to the opposite side.
Sean Lane's gone to an edge from the middle.
Back to the ball.
Yeah, take a bow, Will Kennedy. Gee whiz, that was a big play.
Oh.
Good run.
Another big one by Trindle.
Love a dummy half run. Dummy half running is king.
Ronaldo Mulitalo, Daniel Atkinson, and Sione Katoa. First try scorer of the match tonight. Then Parramatta responded with 3 on the bounce. It's getting physical with these big units in the middle. Trindle whacks it up in the air. Now Wilton is coming through the pressure. Gutherson already caught it and spun before he felt the full brunt of a Wilton tackle.
40 seconds to go. Trying to keep their guard up here. Don't want to get sucker punched in the shadows of half time. They've done well to get back in the contest.
I'm wondering in the second half if we might see Talangi come into the game and Gutherson maybe go up in the dummy half at some stage. He's played a bit of that 9 role before. Talangi with all his blistering pace could be the trump card off the bench for Parramatta tonight. Coleman to a Lungy tackle. The siren about to sound. Moses off target with the attempt at 1 point. Katoa with the catch, and that will end well, quite a competitive first half in the end. It really looked like Parramatta were poised to rattle up a score, but gee, Kennedy's been superb, and that try with he and Mulitalo working in together has helped make it 6 points at 16-10. Parramatta by the converted try. Stakes high here in the second half. The Sharks could jump 4 points clear at the top of the ladder with victory. And Parramatta with a chance to start maybe working their way up the rungs, or with a loss they could drop to equal last. See, Royce Hunt's inflicted a bit of damage since coming onto the field late in that first half.
Talk about damage. Off the kickoff then, Toby Rudolph. He's been winded. He's been in back play bent over. A really good hit off the kickoff then.
Gutherson kick fielded on the full and back to the 30. 2 tries for Sebo so far tonight. Toby Rudolph's got the win back in the lungs. Put a shot on there with Katoa, and the winger backs up Markham. Great shot. And then Nikora and Talakai. Oh, Sean Lane got stung too. And now Makatoa. They're tackling with purpose straight out of half-time, this Cronulla outfit.
Yeah, the speed of the line is picked up there.
Big second half, Brad.
That's what I was talking about at half-time, is that not only the kick, it's that next 3 tackles. And you can see the Sharks had really amped it up. Their speed of line, their contact, really putting pressure on the Parramatta side. And as you can see, Mulatalo then had 20 metres to run once he caught the ball.
Another skipper, Wilton. They've won the last 3 games here at Combank 2. The Sharkies. Not an easy place to visit when Parramatta is on song. Good shot again. Talakai. A double century for Gutho. Oh. Big contact. Tuolangi runs out to his own 30. Brennan Hands waiting. Plus to Makatoa. Bounced away from Talakai. Brayley and Rudolph in there to assist. Moses with his trademark kick. He's having a game. Kennedy, what a reply. And an immediate shift now. Out to Katoa from Atkinson. He's pulling through tackles. They've really wound up the intensity coming out of half-time with him without the football, Cronulla.
Well, they've gone up a gear. And if anything, Parramatta, they've dropped a gear.
Brayley scampering. Dragged down by Lane. Atkinson drops Talakai underneath. He bounces away from tackles, down within 15 of the line. Trindle going to roll in behind, has got a lot of depth about it. He dives on the football.
I've got last tackle. I don't believe it's playing out.
They'll challenge.
Played out.
They'll have to challenge this.
As predicted.
Yeah, they'll get this one. Moses.
Okay, Grant, I'm on tackle 6. We have a captain's challenge from the Sharks. They believe Mitchell played at the ball. I believe it hit him in the behind him in the feet.
Now Moses, he puts a foot out.
Ah.
No risky plays at that.
He's trying to
Mitchell Moses extends his leg to play at the ball. Just need to confirm that he touches it. The ball strikes Mitchell Moses' foot after he extends his leg to play at it. The challenge by Cronulla is successful.
Assuming he doesn't knock it on. We're not going to look at that. So clearly he hasn't.
He knows.
Braden,
Ashley Klein saying, keep it rolling.
Braden Trindle is end tackled. It'll be tackle 1.
So Braden ended up getting the ball. It's going to be tackle 1. Challenge successful. No, their ball, Braden. Tackle 1.
Well, it's given them some respite, but there's
Braden.
an intense defensive set coming up here for the home team.
Wait.
Look at Royce.
Now, let go, Junior.
2 metres away. Brayley, Atkinson, first receiver. Now Nikura against the grain from one side to the other. Eventually targets Bryce Cartwright. Tackled just left of centre field. Rudolph punching through and getting to within a couple of metres. Trindle, Kennedy, tap on. Ronaldo slipped, got up and went again. Beat Penasini, and he's in danger of being dragged, but he does go to ground. Last tackle. Oh, 5th tackle, penalty. Now Gutho's going to challenge.
Mitchell Moses saying he did not take the ball.
Yeah, we've got a captain's challenge from Parramatta disputing the decision that the ball was stripped.
It was a mess, whatever it is.
The tackle has already been called at this point.
We lose control there. Just watch here. Does he lose control just about here?
He's still got it with the other hand.
Cronulla always maintain possession throughout this process. The ball is actually not taken by Parramatta. The challenge by Parramatta is successful.
Which is 4. It's going to be a play the ball here. Challenge is successful, okay? He didn't lose possession. He hasn't lost possession of it. That's a play the ball.
Last tackle, Ash.
Yeah.
What tackle, Ash? Ash, what tackle?
He's about to combust.
Wait.
Just wait till he's finished.
Gutho needs to do some of that breathing.
I think he wanted the second challenge.
Breathe, Gutho. Breathe. Freddie,
Tackle 5.
go and help him.
In a minute.
In.
Oh, look at that. That's the last play.
That's a hit
He's
up.
hit it up.
That's called a 5th tackle hit up. I think Royce needs to breathe too. He wants to play the ball.
Yeah, well, there are some good plays and there are some dumb plays. That looked like the latter.
Andrew would have collapsed if Royce Hunt kicked it on the last.
A relieving penalty for the Eels now.
Well, that challenge, it could be a real big one for the Eels. He's a monster, Royce Hunt. Look at the size of him. Did he just re-sign recently? Extend Royce Hunt?
I think he signed the end of last year, or midway through last year. I think he's off contract the end of 2025.
Did the Warriors make a big play for him when Fanua Blake left? Anyway.
I think that was Hamlin Ueli.
Another big one.
Coming bigger. Everyone's had a bit of a rest for 5 minutes there. We've had a couple of challenges and everything slowed down.
If you're moving house, you just get the Sharks bench to come and help out.
6 again.
6 more.
As long as you didn't have to pay for dinner after it.
Brown now. Through the gap. There wasn't much of a gap, but he exploited it nonetheless. Power on the march. 15 out. Moses for Cartwright. Back across them. Can't escape the legs tackle to Brayley. Played in the middle of the ground. Brendan Hands. Oh, the bell's gone again. They're under pressure at one end, and now they're applying the blowtorch at the other. Brendan Hands with a small window of opportunity. It's another one. And now Lane towards the post.
Great tackle, Brayley.
Wrapped around the ball. Junior Polar out wide, bumped away from Trindle. Sharks coming through. None of them can hold them. He busted through 5 tackles.
How many 6 to go, then? 3 or 4?
3 or 4 in a row, but it's what's happened at the other end of the field that's put oxygen in the Parramatta lungs, because they were down and out at their own end. Harvey Norman replay. We had a couple of referees' challenges, captains' challenges, and that got air in their lungs, and they came down here, got a penalty, got 3 or 4 6-agains, and the big fella has just busted his way over Braden Trindle and Kennedy, muscled his way into the end goal and slammed it down.
Well, they get Junior wide and they get the back rower to run the decoy. It's Cartwright. And what they do, the formation and the decoy hit certain gaps, which gets Junior one-on-one with a halfback. This is a play they do often. There's bodies in motion, and watch Cartwright run the decoy, which keeps the second rower out of the contact, and it gets him one-on-one with Trindle, and then bang. You're not going to stop it there.
There's 5,
look at that. 3, 4,
Sharks
5.
there.
He would be, and look, Trindle, he got
3,
good contact.
4.
It was a good tackle from Trindle, but he's just too big. He would be a nightmare to tackle. The size of him.
Well, I think it's a good rest at the other end of the field, and then in the back of some penalties, they've got them down there, which will increase the lead.
Stay behind, guys, not early.
Junior Polar with a barnstorming run out on the right-hand edge.
Stay behind.
There was a battalion of Sharks defenders there, but none of them could stop him from crashing over, and here he is returning from the kickoff. Down to Brad.
That was a tough couple of minutes for the ref, Ashley Klein. He got a couple of captain challenges down the other end, which were seen to be true from the two McCollum. Here's another crusher. But the ones down the other end, Blake Brayley holding the foot, that was a penalty. And then Will Kennedy making a tackle offside underneath the goalpost. He could have been sin-bin, so I thought he got them two right.
Yeah, they lost the ruck the previous couple of sets. Very scrappy the ruck. That's why they got the 6 to go. Long legs offside, not square.
One's wobbling around off the boot of Moses, taken by Kennedy. Look at the blue and gold wall.
Tackle from Brendan Hands. He's been strong. 33 tackles. Closest to him in the Eels team is Cartwright, 25. A stack of work.
They had 6 appearances this year prior to tonight for 134 minutes all up, Brendan Hands. So what's that, a game and a half? A little bit more. Sparingly used. Ikora.
And Brendan Hands, he was a halfback in the Panthers system many years ago with the junior rep teams. He played at Parramatta and found his way into a new position.
It's been a problematic spot for them too, hasn't it, last few years, since Reid Marnie's departure. Cartwright trying to find some room. He slipped the pass away. Great tackle. It's Iro on Penasini. Moses kicks and runs. Third play. Kennedy's back there again and picks it up magnificently, but he's dragged to the in goal.
Well, watch where William Kennedy comes from. He makes the tackle on Will Penasini. It's a great pass from Cartwright, which got Will Penasini away. He's over there at marker. Look, he's at marker, and he sees the threat. He looks at Moses, reads the body language. Look at him sprint. That's the difference. He sprints to the threat.
What's that time,
There's no jog on William Kennedy.
Oh.
Once again, what a tough effort that was.
We're down by 12, but he's having a mighty game, Will Kennedy. Ball's been left behind.
First one that way.
Knock on Cronulla.
Scum in the middle. Let's go, Cronulla. Shot clock on.
Yeah, that's a sign of a competitor. When he sees a threat, he sprints. He knows his job.
It's a big chance here for Parramatta, isn't it? They've got the scrum feet, have they?
Yeah.
Right in, let's go.
10 metres out, 20 metres out, right in the centre of the field.
Hurry up, line.
Get out to a big lead here if they get it right.
Or they could go to 14 points with a shot at penalty goal.
King Gutho put the fingers up straight away.
And here comes Moses. So he's going to have a shot here at 22-10.
Yeah. Going for goal. Yeah, I'm not concerned here.
So Moses to extend this margin past the double converted try. Time ticking away. Incredible turnaround in this Parramatta performance. Moses back on the park for the first time since round 3 of the premiership. The Eels in search of win number 4 for 2024. Blake Brayley resumes the contest. And now Makatoa.
Well, Parramatta's next 5 games after this one. There you go. Bulldogs away, Roosters, bye, Knights, Rabbits. They can string a few together.
Oh, big tackle on Lane. Ball spews out the back. Scooped by Gutherson. Well, if you can string 2 or 3 together, Andrew, this is such a congested premiership that you can find yourself jumping up the rungs of the ladder reasonably quickly.
Well, have you got your best players? Very hard to win without your best players. You can see the difference tonight. Moses, Gutherson, the difference. There he goes again. Seen this before.
That's why I couldn't work out why they pulled the trigger on Brad Arthur before Moses got back. It was always going to get better when Moses returned.
Offload Ramian. Pass Atkinson. Run Mulatalo.
He must be so strong, Mortallo.
Rainier now. Punching up within 6 of the halfway. They need to be the next team to score. Braden Trindle up into the air in the direction of Simonson. Well, he's really struggling on that knee. You can see the grimace across his face as he went to ground. And now Gutherson down a very narrow right-hand short side. Laying to the bench after a handy stint playing in the middle. And offhand Gowie back on the park. Yes, Brad?
Yeah, it's interesting when you watch Mitchell Moses and the difference he's make. I think people just assume anyone that plays 5'8" could play halfback. But the steering of the team around is so much more than just kicking. Every set, pretty much Parramatta finish in the same spot. That allows Mitchell Moses to kick from the same spot. Here he is once again. He sees a nice short
Rush
side.
the short side. Moses through a gap. A pass away to Simonson. Welcome back, Mitchell Moses.
Yep, class. Absolute class there from Mitchell Moses. There's a real art form of playing short sides, and it's to get over the advantage line and get away from the markers. If you get away from that marker, you can terrorise the short side if you've got an overlap. Bailey Simonson, he's happy. Harvey Norman replay. One marker. He gets over the advantage line. Harvey Norman replay, digs into the line, and then just the show and go. Once again, last play, the winger was back. And Moses saw the 3-on-2. He gets over the advantage line quick, gets away from the markers, which puts pressure on the first defender. He slides and goes through. He's class, Moses. Absolute class.
Well, I dare say if he made his return last round only a few days ago, he could well be in Katoomba watching this tonight.
Well, what happens if Nico doesn't come up?
Well, I think Luke Keary goes straight in. They'll have their squad there. But I'm quite sure that had Mitchell Moses played last weekend and put in a performance like this, he could well be in Katoomba tonight as the New South Wales halfback.
I forgot Keary was in camp.
Back in his hoodie if he went up to Katoomba, let me tell you. Yes, Brad?
I think you can thank Bryce Cartwright for his run. He just stepped one more, which brought the centre into play. So you had your centre and your halfback at the ruck. And Mitchell Moses was too inviting for him not to run the ball. And I dare say I think he'll put this over. He's in a mood. Oh, sorry, Mitch. I'm sorry.
You've burnt him.
So sorry.
In the lead up to the Olympic swim trials in Brisbane, which start Monday, June 10, which you can catch exclusively live and free on 9 and 9 now. Don't miss an exclusive Wild Water Sports production, Boiling Point, swimming's greatest rivalry. We look back on the history and incredible moments behind one of the great battles in sport. It's Australia versus Team USA in the pool, featuring special guests Michael Phelps and Ian Thorpe. How about that? Boiling Point premieres Sunday, June 9, 7 p.m. on 9 and 9 now. And that battle royale will resume in the pool in Paris in under a couple of months' time now. This Australian swim team is blessed with generational talent. Well, warning signs for Cronulla. They were highballing at the top of the table. The last couple of weeks haven't gone to plan. They're not done yet, of course, but 28-10. It's not looking as rosy as it was at the start of the evening.
There was a little fight back at the end of the first half, and they started the second half positively, but a couple of things went against them. Ball goes out on the floor. A couple of things went against them, and they've kind of
About 36.
back on their heels again. Parramatta doing with them as they please. It's a good team, the Eels. There's no reason why they should be at the bottom of the ladder as they are. Tonight we see their true form, their true potential.
Atkinson, Kennedy, Ramian. Great tackle, Russell.
Great.
Rushing from the inside to cut down the threat. Katoa loops a pass to Atkinson. Pass to Williams. Stopped by Makatoa. Now Brayley. Now Atkinson first receiver. Trindle around the back. Iro bumped away from Simonson. Goes again at the defence where Cartwright's waiting for him. 11 metres away. Trindle. Kick for Ramian to pursue. They fly. It's a live ball. It's a penalty. There was an offside player. Touched by Parramatta. Taken by Tuolangi in front of the man.
Nice kick from Trindle.
On the line,
just lands it
back
right
foot.
on the spot. Jesse Ramian gets down there.
If they can score here, there is certainly life.
Well, there's plenty of time.
Atkinson steps, gets through, gets to Gutho, wrestles, gets it on the ground. Good try.
Well, that was simple. Just a one-pass dummy and step. Plenty of time on the clock. Far from over just yet. It's just nice. Harvey Norman replay. Does it all himself. Bang. Gets inside Brown. Gutherson really wrestles hard to try and get him down there, but good work there by Atkinson to fight his way to the ground. That could be a momentum changer right there. Big kick for Braden Trindle. He needs to make sure he puts this through.
Yeah, Brendan Hands, he was just a little bit slow to get across. So topping the tackle count for the Eels. He just stops. Which enables Atkinson just get that right foot and go straight between that channel.
Before the game, Braden Trindle had about 4 or 5 kicks from here and missed every one of them. He missed them all to the left.
Maybe he got the bad ones out of his system.
Well, let's hope so. They haven't confirmed his try yet. What are they looking for?
Well, Brendan Hands, he's slow to get across. There was a lead runner. If we can get that angle from behind, it shows it.
Well, it looks like it's been confirmed now because he looked like he was about to kick it.
Here we go.
Oh, no.
Watch the decoy. Watch jersey 9 and watch the lead runner come through, and he just stops. Now this is a try. I don't know.
Who's
What are we looking
inconvenienced? I think.
Try confirm.
Oh, thank God.
Trindle. No issue. We're back to 2 converted tries. Tickets to game 2 and 3 of Ampol Women's State of Origin are selling fast. Do not miss your chance to get your seats at game 2 next Thursday at the McDonald Jones Stadium in Newcastle. It will be raucous. And then game 3 at Queensland Country Bank Stadium, Townsville, June 27. Get your tickets at nrl.com/tickets now, or if you can't get there, all the action exclusive live and free on 9 and 9 now.
What is this kicking to?
Stay behind, guys.
Gutherson's got. It's a new one.
Did you kick with a T?
Towards the end, yeah. Not when I first started. Freddie, can you go look at that kicking tee? It's like the ones in England.
I'm on my way. It's like the extender Henry Paul used to
Remember
use.
the one Henry Paul used to have?
What a great 5'8" he was.
Is there a regulation height?
Yes, there is.
So
I'll find out for you.
That kicking tee is like a telescope. It can go high, and like, you can actually
Adjustable.
adjust it. Yes.
Like a periscope. Not a horoscope. Played by Williams. Brady now for Wilton. Inspector Fittler. It's not easy with a microphone in your hand. Does it come with an idiot's guide? Oh, touch by Cronulla. That'd have been offside penalty.
Yeah, you can adjust the height.
You guys knocked it on into your own player.
It's like a funnel to put petrol in the lawnmower.
Let's go.
Did you, with your goal kicking, Freddie, did you use a tee?
I use sand.
You're old school.
We played New Zealand in England one year, and Henry Paul, the great Kiwi 5'8", had one, and it was dead set, 14 inches long, and it was so. And he used to just get it. He'd kick the ball like a midfield bomb, terrorised us.
Well, we might have to. We'll get Brad to find out what the actual height regulation is. Meanwhile, Parramatta down Cronulla's in once again. Would have moved Greg back on the park. Gutherson and Russell running out of room, goes to ground. They can't drag him to touch. Still a long time left in this game, 15 minutes. 2 tries. More than manageable. But they've got to prevent any more points, the Sharks, as Brown digs right into the line. Moses himself around the corner. Oh, the pass was not too good.
He was in. Halfback on halfback. Great tackle from Trindle. They're running the ball in the last a lot tonight, the Eels.
Well, there's really no value anymore in forcing line dropouts. You're only 50-50 chance of getting the ball back then. You may as well run it. Sharks, 15 minutes to go. They're still in this. I'm just adding up the points they've conceded the last 3 weeks. It was 30 against the Roosters, even though they won. 42 last week, 28. I make that 100 points in 3 games. The leaders of the competition have conceded in 3 outings. That's got to be a concern.
Oh, there's a ball. Here's a break. Ramian drawing Katoa. He's so fast. He's tearing away for try number 2, and the Sharks are roaring back.
That is brilliant. Every one of these passes is brilliant. Every one of them contributes to this try, including the last by Ramian, who sets up his wingman beautifully. But watch this, on the run, out in front. Harvey Norman replay, good ball, well caught, good ball. Now watch Ramian, slow down, draw Gutherson, give Katoa plenty of room on the outside, and he sprints away to score. That's brilliant. Williams, Kamunueli, the flick pass, Nakora onto Ramian, experience, slows down, draws the fullback. Katoa sprints away. Another big kick coming up for Braden Trindle. He needs to get this right, virtually from the same blade of grass as previously. To get within 6.
Drilled it. How about this? A Sharkies revival. 6 points, a thrilling finish coming up. Friday night footy right here on Nine's Wide World of Sports. Tomorrow the Bulldogs head up the M1 to McDonald Jones Stadium to play the Knights, coming fresh off that bye from last week. Tune in 7:30 p.m. live and free right here on Nine's Wide World of Sports. What a finish.
Now, remember
there could be another 3 or 4 tries the way things are running.
Well, it could well be. These 2 teams actually battled out a similar sort of game last year. Sharks ended up winning 30-26. I think it was a brilliant game on a Sunday afternoon from memory. But it looked as though Parramatta had this shot to bits.
Look out, boom. Katoa, a double in his 100th NRL appearance. Maybe more to come. Oh, Kamunueli has put one down.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear.
In the middle.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Let's go.
All right, you've got to brush it off. Got to defend one. They've got to defend this error for the big front rower. How many times because he hit that up at training. How many times has he done that in his career? And he just spills his lollies. Who'd want to be a coach? Eels again attacking scrum 20 metres out.
Wind in, head in, Will. Break!
Campbell Gillard. So Cronulla's 10 and inside it. Hazelton back on the ground. Williams also there in defence. Hands now for offhand Galway. They're trying to drag the defenders in before they swing it out wide. They're a metre or two away. To the right where Moses is stationed. He takes them on. No gap there. Wilton, good tackle. Solid shot. Oh dear. Cam, there's three middlemen passed to each other. That didn't look... That didn't look smooth.
That was it. Yours.
Now Brown, left foot step, beat Hazelton, beat another. Dylan Brown! What a try! What a run!
Well, that was a really poor set of six up until that point. And then Dylan Brown has just found some lazy defence back on the inside. And he puts together three little left foot steps here and surges in to score what could be the game-winning try. Harvey Norman replay, nothing on. Left foot step, pulls out of a tackle, left foot step around the fullback. Everyone missed. Hamlin Ueli drops his head. It was his drop ball that provided the opportunity. And the running game of Dylan Brown extends the lead.
Well, on the tip sheet, when you play Parramatta, he doubles up on his left foot. He goes left foot. He always doubles up. He likes to step back inside to get to the first marker, and then he'll go left foot again, go inside the second marker. And that's his strength. The running game, Freddie.
There was a run in the first half. It was on the far side, but he didn't actually break the line, but you knew straight away that wasn't going to be the last time he really attacked the defence line. In that situation, as soon as he got the ball, he was always running. And the beauty of his footwork there was he didn't take too many footsteps in between the sidestep. That way, with these slippery conditions, you're not going to slip over. Everyone else is moving a lot faster than you are. 1-2 sidestep, 1-2 sidestep. Get everyone off balance.
Yes, it's from the master of the sidestep sideline. Moses from point blank. Well, if you like points, this is the game for you on Thursday night footy. The Parramatta skip ahead by that two converted try margin once again. Waibota Sports is the only place you can catch both men's and women's State of Origin exclusive, live and free. The countdown is well and truly on to the men's opener at Accor Stadium in Sydney coming up Wednesday, and then the very following night, game 2 of the women's series up in Newcastle. Nines Wide World of Sports, your home of State of Origin.
We had an incredible number of points scored last weekend in the round. And we've started off again. We're 66 already. There's still 9.5 minutes to go.
Magic round was a stack of points. Real attacking era at the moment.
Yes, Brad.
Well, I've just found the information on the kicking tee. So there's no height restriction, but they need to be accredited by the NRL, and they also need to be on sale. And apparently that kicking tee, specifically that kicking tee, is for sale in New Zealand. So you kids, if you want to get the extender, just get on, Amazon? Amazon?
Be cheaper to pinch one.
Yourself an extender tee.
It'd be cheaper to pinch one of those Wix's hats the council uses.
Just cut it down.
Yeah.
Uncle Gus isn't condoning theft. Ball out the back. Simonson versus Kennedy. Slams it down.
He's a strong player.
Oh, he scores it.
Strong player and beautifully balanced. Who is it that makes the leap here?
Tennessini.
Tennessini makes the leap and the catch. And Bailey Simonson, I always like him when he's on the wing. not saying he can't play centre, he can, but I always like him on the wing. Harvey Norman replay, he's just a good, strong, tough player. And what's this? He holds Kennedy off, holds him off, keeps his balance, reaches out, slams it down. Good work by Penasini. Lovely flick pass. Strength, balance. He might have lost that. When they bounce up like that, there's every chance that you've lost it and slammed it against the turf. It's hard to get downward pressure. No, he's lost that.
He's short anyway, isn't he?
Yeah. When it bounces up like that, you haven't got downward pressure. Take your ball down the park and try and get downward pressure and not let the ball bounce like that.
That was a bold effort.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a bounce. You can't get downward pressure and have the ball bounce up like that. It's like the one I saw earlier on this year they allowed, but the ball bounced 4 feet in the air.
Well, the players know.
Of course they know.
Decisions under review, grounding.
Go down the park with your ball and try it. It is impossible to get downward pressure on a ball and make it bounce that high.
Freddie, do you know where you can buy a ball at all?
Bailey Simonson loses possession of the ball short of the goal line.
Get on Amazon, you can buy anything.
The ball then goes dead in goal.
We need to get
have a decision.
Jeff Bezos to spend a bit of money advertising.
Oh, he loves the NRL.
Big Parramatta fan.
Looks like a real generous bloke too.
Well, back in the old days, we had to scratch around on the grass and get make a little mound of dirt ourselves. They didn't run sand on or anything. You had to scratch the turf, and there was no turf. It was dust bowl.
They never ran sand on. Didn't you have a sandboard?
No, not in the old days.
Mate, North Sydney Oval, you have to kick off sawdust.
Well, that was later when they brought stuff on. But in the old days, right before you blokes were born, we had to scratch around on the field to make up our own mound. We had to dig a little hole and
good tackle.
Your teammates would go around and scratch around trying to find some dirt and grass for you.
You needed an extended team.
Yeah. I can remember Frank Hyde talking about they looked like chickens as they were all clawing at the ground trying to make a mound for the goal kicker.
Oh, my goodness. Didn't have colour television back then. Here's Talakai.
There's no TV, mate. You had a little red transistor radio and you listened to Frank Hyde. Or Tiger Black.
Gutherson under pressure. Well taken. Sharks bearing down on him.
Tiger Black. How did I remember that name?
We'll start talking about Pot Black shortly.
Well, I worked with Tiger Black.
Did you?
Great, lovely old man. Lovely old man. Sold tokens on me.
Yeah,
Used to go around to all the bowling clubs. I was his driver. Wasn't much done after lunch, I'll tell you. We only worked till lunchtime.
Time ticking away. The Sharks need a try very quickly to be any chance of a late thriller.
Impressed with Brendan Hands tonight. 50 tackles. There's 51. He must be incredibly fit.
Both the number 9s piling up the tackles. Atkinson playing it quickly. Now to Trindle. Sevo. Pressure catch. Took it well. Fends away from Katoa. Gets up to his own 30. Well, Russell taken down by Williams, and now Junior Polor. Damaging run again to the halfway. And Gutho
What a play.
sprinting from dummy half. One-handed scoop by Hands, then Moses. Firing it over to Will Petticini. There's the Parrot chance, been sparing throughout 2024. They go back to where this play started, and the ball's been left behind. And it's picked up by Ronaldo, who can't get down the wing. He gave it to Kennedy. Kennedy around the corner, he missed his target. Trindle would have scored.
Oh, he's a head high there.
Trindle was off for the prize if it found the mark.
Kennedy was there again.
Pick the ball up. Brendan. Just a cramp. Playing on.
Kennedy's there again.
Oh.
And watch this. He gets hit high here. Penasini. They're back, the Eels.
Well, they've certainly taken a giant step forward, haven't they? Not just with the result, but with their performance. Moses loitering at the back here. He's not thinking about a one-pointer to knock it over for sure, is he? They might not want to risk that. As Tuolangi powers nearly through.
He's thinking field goal.
Yeah, he is. He's stationed well behind them. Floating pass. Moses. Oh, hit the post and bounced back. And then Atkinson threw a pass which was knocked down.
The guys were offside. They've interfered with play. Offside.
Well, it's been an amazing comeback performance by Mitchell Moses. Out of the game for a couple of months. Has not missed a trick.
Clint Gutherson, 275 metres. 25 hit-ups. Closest to him, Cartwright, 15. There's Gutherson. Look at that. He just competes and competes and competes. You'd love to play with a player like Clint Gutherson.
Nicola, cut out pass, Katoa, footwork to beat Sivo, and Tuolangi gets back to the middle. Talakai wanted the ball, doesn't get it. Katoa cut down. It's going to be back defeats for the Sharks. Still find themselves handily positioned up inside the top three in the competition.
And the young whiz kid, Blaze Talangi, he doesn't get on tonight. They used all their interchange, the Eels. And that's what happens when you carry it back on the bench.
Shouldered a heavy workload in the last little while though, Blaze Talangi.
Oh, he's a player of huge potential. This Tuolangi's been good, really good.
Just wondering what you make of this deterioration in the Sharks' defence, Andrew. Last 3 weeks, as
well, they're right up.
Just pointed out.
2 big wins. They beat Storm away, and then they beat the Chooks at Magic Round. And then on the back of that, we know what happened to Penrith last week. They were flat as pancakes. I know they lost their halfback in the first half. But then tonight, with that man there on screen, they've been a different team. Parramatta tonight, I think they would have beaten a lot of teams, but it's a worry how many points they've been leaking, the Sharks. Especially Craig Fitzgibbon, coach of the Sharks, very defence orientated. But they're not machines. You can't be up all the time. Just going through a bit of a flat period.
If they can produce this sort of performance going forward, Parramatta, maybe this season isn't totally spent.
Well, it'll be their 4th win in 12 starts, halfway through the competition for them. If they can back it up with 8 or 9 wins out of 12 going forward, they won't be far away from the top 8. But they're The draw is an interesting one. Bulldogs, Roosters, Knights, Rabbits, Titans.
Have a bye in there too.
Which doesn't sound too bad. They've still got to win the games. Byes won't get you there. Then it's Storm, Warriors, Panthers, Roosters, Broncos.
Oh, yeah.
And they finish with Dragons and Tigers.
That's a tough run.
I think they would need 9 out of their last 12 for a 50% or just over a 50% record, which is what I think they're going to need. Anyway, they've done it comfortably tonight.
A points extravaganza, but a bright return for Mitchell Moses. Outstanding effort. And no signs of that foot injury which has kept him sidelined from round 3 until this evening. The game's over. Clint Gutherson still in an intense discussion with our referee Ashley Klein. Gutho, you've got the 2 points, your 4th win of the season. Parramatta 34, Cronulla 22.